So have you ever driven down a street? Maybe it's your street, maybe it's a neighboring street, maybe it's just a random street in general. And you pull up on a house and it just doesn't look like it belongs. You can't put your finger on it, but you know something isn't right. You pull up, the house just looks, well, maybe beat up. Maybe like this house over here. And I know a lot of times if you're like me, you wonder what it looks like inside of a house like that. Well, guess what? Today, I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to show you around this distressed property. And we're going to talk about it a little bit.
All right.
So this property is located in Croydon, which is an area in Bucks County where a majority of the homes, which you can see from around me, are pretty much of similar style. These are usually capes where there are 1.5 stories, at least one bedroom on the first floor. But as you can see from the exterior, the property is in need of some work, including siding, windows, peeling paint, and a few others. But usually you get to determine that from the outside. And I want to bring you inside to show you what you can do with some of these properties that are distressed. Because from the outside, you kind of form a conclusion that you don't even want to go in. Well, this property, as I mentioned, has 2 bedrooms on the first floor, which we're going to take a look at. This is currently the living room with hardwood floors. The kitchen needs to be completely renovated, but as you can see, this is a much smaller kitchen. You can rip out all the cabinetry. You can even put some cabinetry over there on that far wall. This wall right here, personally, I would open this wall up and make it a breakfast nook where you could have some bar stools on one side, and then you could also greet your customer or your company. Customers, not customers. And greet your company while you're in the kitchen. Over here to my left is the basement. Now, there's no lights in this property. There's no electric right now, so we're not going to spend too much time with the basement, but there is a newer heating system down there, which this property also has central air. So smaller bathroom. This is the only bathroom in the entire house. As you can see, it has 3x3 tiles back from the 60s or 70s. The entire bathroom needs to be renovated, but again, not an overwhelming expense. Over here, you have bedroom number 1. This was the rear bedroom, hardwood floors, wood paneling. Now, as an investor myself, I try to find things that I can salvage. And right away, over here, that window jumps out because that is a newer vinyl window, which does not need to be replaced. Over in this front bedroom, which is a little bit larger, you can also see hardwood floors. But I also noticed when I came in that this room also has a newer window on the side. So both of those windows can be salvaged. No need to replace them. So far, we're talking about paint, redoing floor surfaces, a new kitchen, a new bathroom. But it does not appear that you would need new heat or electric in this property. 2 major savings. Upstairs, we have yet 2 additional bedrooms. Now, I've seen people do a lot of different things, including myself, with some of these layouts, because technically there is enough room where if you did it right, you could get, excuse the boxes, you could get a bathroom up here. You could get a full, you can get a half bathroom. It's really going to depend on how you manipulate the layout. But once again, straight ahead, this room has 2 newer windows, which will help you save some money. And the other bedroom that we just came out of as well also has a newer window. So let's go take a look outside and see what else this property would need to bring it back to life. So the deck that I'm standing on would need to be replaced. There's not much that can be salvaged here with this deck, and same thing with the siding and the shutters. But as you make your way around to the side of the house, you notice a newer AC coil, as well as some exterior garages, storage, but yet another deck that needs to be replaced. And if you look above, this tree has seen better days. But to continue on, as you can see, the siding is actually starting to fall off. This is an older asbestos siding, which once it starts to break and do things like that, your best bet is to just remove it and replace. The roof also looks like it needs to be replaced, as well as some of the soffit and definitely the downspouts. Properties in this neighborhood that are turnkey of this size sell for anywhere between $250,000 to just over $300,000. It's really going to depend on how much work you put into it and the quality of the amenities. But, oh, look at that hole. Look at that. But if you have any questions on this property or any other, as usual, know that I'm here to answer those questions for you and to help you potentially make some money in the event you decide to get involved in real estate investing. So with that said, I'm Chris Nelson with Genstone Realty, and I hope you had some fun with me today as I showed you yet another property. And with all of that being said, take care.